RFK Jr. put out, by the way, he made it onto your state ballot and he's working on getting everywhere. But just yesterday, he is now on the Texas ballot officially. He got his signatures turned in for that. Nobody expects him to not be on all of the ballots by election day. And, he's not somebody I'm going to vote for. This is not somebody that this show supports in any way. However, he is right that it is wrong that Biden refuses Secret Service protection for him. It's absolutely crazy.
I agree with that.
And he put out a video just asking for people to support a petition that is simply requesting the right Secret Service protection for him and his family. Here is his plea.
Hey, everybody. You might have heard that yet another intruder broke into my house this week and then returned to my house again shortly after the police released him. Last month, an armed gunman using falsified U.S. Marshal badges and phony federal ID and carrying an arsenal in his backpack tried to approach me at a speech in Los Angeles, a short distance from where my dad was assassinated.
Jeez.
I don't want to make too big a deal of it, except that it highlights the need for Secret Service protection. Every presidential candidate since the 1970s who's asked for Secret Service protection has received it, including my uncle, Edward Kennedy, Walter Mondale, John Glenn, Gary Hart, George McGovern, Bill Clinton, George Bush, John Kerry, Mitt Romney, Bernie Sanders, and many, many others. They've all received early Secret Service protection. Barack Obama received protection almost 2 years before the election. However, President Biden has made the historic decision to deny me a Secret Service detail. I'm the only one in history whose request has ever been denied. I'm troubled mostly by the weaponization of federal law enforcement agencies to serve political agendas. It's not right for the president to provide protection for his family and political favorites while denying it to his political rivals. You can't have a functioning democracy when candidates aren't safe. Elections and not assassinations are supposed to decide who takes office in America. In its threat assessment, the Secret Service concluded that I am at an elevated risk. The decision, therefore, to deny me protection was a naked political calculation. During his first week as Attorney General, my father assembled all the Department of Justice senior prosecutors to tell them that he would not tolerate any politicization of law enforcement. President Biden displays a bust of my father in the Oval Office, but he seems to have forgotten this critical tenet of American democracy. I'm reaching out to you today to help send a message to the Biden White House. The time has come for public pressure to make the White House do the right thing. That's why I'm asking you to sign a petition to President Biden, calling on him to grant me Secret Service protection. Even if you don't support my candidacy, I ask you to sign this petition to protect me, to protect the public, and most of all, to protect our democracy.
I mean, it's awful that he's doing this because Biden, the first thing is that Biden would love it if he was gone. I'll just say it like that. He would love it if Trump was gone, which is why everything's happening to Trump. So Biden is a complete scumbag, right, for doing this. But people are making great points, and that is that Kennedy has a shit ton of money. He can pay for security himself.
Well, he is, but he shouldn't have to. If this is what a candidate gets, and this is historically what they're entitled to get, then he should be no different.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how much money he has. That's not the point.
I agree.
Well, we have a lot more on this issue, but we also want to make sure that if you haven't gotten your mattress topper yet from mypillow.com/chicks, they are 50% off right now. This is the thing that makes your not so great mattress feel like a super great mattress.
It's the greatest. Don't spend money on a $3,000. You guys, I used to have one of those $3,000 mattresses. I got one of those and I took it back. Because I was like, this is the biggest waste of money. It sucked. I hated it. I was like, this is dumb. I totally regret it. I took it back, got my money back, and I got one of these instead. True story.
And 50% off. That's amazing. So they also, you should know, if you are not familiar with their mattress toppers, they are made up of 3 unique layers. They have the memory foam, the premium memory foam. They've got the MyPillow support foam. They have QDS moisture wicking fabric covers, which are zippered and removable. And they have non-skid backing fabric. So these are This is the real deal. Like if you're looking for a super high quality mattress topper, you're not going to do better than mypillow.com/chicks. And it's ever so important to support Mike Lindell and his fantastic company, because you've probably heard a million examples of all of the retail partners that they used to have that they no longer have, just because, you know, Mike Lindell is considered to be ostracized or whatever. He's too Trumpy for all these retailers. And so the best way to support us and him, obviously, is to get yourself something amazing from mypillow.com/chicks. Again, 50% off the mattress toppers, but also huge sales on so many other things. And you can see all the discounted items when you go to mypillow.com/chicks.
But the fact that he is weaponizing the Secret Service is just gross, you guys. It's gross. I mean, you can hate him or love him, which, I mean, he is a raging lib. I mean, we talked about that a lot yesterday, but it still stands that Biden is weaponizing this. And so that's not okay. He has,
even after assessing that the threat is high.
Yeah.
I mean, how do they justify denying him then?
I mean, Barack Obama had Secret Service for 2 years before. No one even knew who that guy was.
Well, they did because of his famous speech. And that's when everybody was like, oh, he's going to be president in 2 years.
But still, come on. I mean, like, on all the Gary Hart, come on. This is the thing. Like, all these people get Secret Service and he doesn't. He's obviously had people try to kill him. So I feel like, you know, Biden is sitting back going, just let him die. You know? I mean, like, I'm saying it. I'm saying the things. Like, you guys are thinking it, but I'm saying the things. You know, that's what he's thinking. He's like, well, go ahead. I don't care, because then he won't be a threat to me. I don't like him. And the fact that he has a bust of his father behind him.
Right?
What a schmuck, man. Gosh, it's crazy. These people they're just void of morality. It's gross. Absolutely gross.